Hello everyone, this is Hodora and today we are in Chaos Zero Nightmare and I want to talk about or at least give an introduction to our new seasonal chaos, right? It's called, what's a good timing? It's called Burning Life. This is the chaos that you usually gonna run for the entirety of this season. But before we go into that, we need to talk about a new seasonal feature because that feature is the arena, and if you don't want to run Burning Life, you're not gonna miss out on that feature, right? Because you can go into Zero system, you can like merge a new one, activate the galactic disaster, and when you do that, it's gonna give you, of course, seed of comic frame season, right? Arena will appear as an unidentified area in the outskirts and the interior. So you have two arena to enter during the run, right? Okay. And what these arena do? Well, when you go into those unidentified area, of course, it's gonna have a mark like this one, right? You're gonna see this menu, and if you click this, you're gonna enter the arena. The arena have two unidentified area. The first one gonna be a battle. It's gonna be two-wave battle that you're gonna fight a kind of weak mob, and if you have for some reason have the trouble trying to clear this mob, you can attack the weapon pile here. Every time you kill this, at least it's not gonna be dead. Every time you delete this HP to 0, you're gonna gain 2 attack card randomized, right? If you want to really destroy this part, you have to do like kill it 5 times because it have 10 cards in total. Yeah, this is an easy way to clear this mob if you want to. But one thing to keep in mind, for example, in this image, right? We have Epiphany. We have Epiphany Chan in our deck. And because this is an unidentified area, not the combat area, I hope they change this soon or later. But if you have Epiphany in your deck and you finish the battle, right? Usually it's gonna give you as a latent Epiphany when you finish the battle. But because this is not a combat area, this is an unidentified area, it doesn't give us that. So if you have some Epiphany in this and you want to trigger it now, you need to wait until you draw the card and use the card himself. Of course, if it's in here, you can ignore them and it will stay, the spark will stay, right? And it will trigger at the latent whenever you go into next combat area, which is not this one. But then again, you might lose a chance to get other Epiphany because it happened later instead of now. So that is another thing to keep in mind. This is not combat area, so it's not gonna give you latent Epiphany. It's not gonna give you the money. I don't think it's give money. It's only give you a gear, a choice of gear you can put into your character. And why is that? Well, the gear is important because arena at the second node right after you do finish the battle, you give a chance to get an enhancement to any of your gear from the random pool, right? 3 of them you can apply to one of your gear, can apply in any slot, so that is depend entirely on you on what you want to do. If you want to know about the pool of the enhancement we can do, you can go to challenge mission. I think it's in Chaos Investigation. Not this one. Battle report maybe. Mission. This one. All refinement option is gonna be listed in here. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20. There is 20 in refinement in total modifier, so you can look in here and take what you want. right? Most of these are either high cost card, exhaust card, deck with less than 18 or more than 33 deck card, something like that. So you choose any of these and apply to your gear. And at the end of the final boss, you're gonna have a chance to get the God Hammer. You're gonna get a God Hammer right away, but you have a chance to use that on any of your gear that already have refinement. Right? For example, this one, I have refinement on the Nexus, right? And after we finish the final boss, I have a God Hammer and can apply that to the item. This one is really RNG heavy because the pool of the effect that can give from God Hammer is the entirety of the equipment in that slot. For example, if we go for accessory, we have 79 accessory total in the game. All of these can be applied to your item when you use God Hammer. Armor have less, like 56. Weapon have 67. Of course, if you want to look at this database, you can just type, as you can see here, E7 bot on Google, and it's gonna be the first website. You can come here and look as a potential modifier that can give us from this. I'm not sure, alright, I'm not sure if the arena weapon itself can give the modifier. Maybe it can, I never see it, but I haven't played the game that much. So, yeah, can't confirm that. And that is all for the arena, right? Our seasonal feature for this one instead of the tunnel from the last one. And this one is nicer because when you exit the arena, you're gonna stay in the same node, so your plan, the path that you already choose, gonna be fixed. It's not gonna change randomly like last season, so that is nice. And that applies to every single chaos that you do in the Zero system, includes the Burning Life. And that's all for the arena feature, the arena battle. Now let's talk about the Burning Life itself, right? If we go here, you might notice this already. Every chaos have its own theme in terms of item. Example, last seasonal chaos, right? Lab 0. What is its theme? It's usually gonna be a draw, benefit from drawing card, benefit from breaking enemy. Yeah, those are two main archetype that from the item that you can get from Lab 0. But for this one, Burning Life, right? This one main theme is around high cost card, exhaust card, and stacking your buff or debuff. By stacking your buff or debuff, I just mean don't do damage every turn. Use some turn to just preparing for the big hit. So this chaos is mostly about trying to hit a big number. Right, for this one, exhaust cost 2 or more. This is for exhaust card. This is nice. When gaining shield, get 100%. This is in the Swarm Adjustment too, so that is not seasonal thing. This is seasonal thing. And the start of the turn, decrease the cost of random exhaust card in hand by 1. This is really nice. So let's talk about this first, Liberated Essence. Because in order to get this one, you need to do a little bit of quest line, basically. Whenever you see, let's go to encounter Burning Life. Whenever you see any of these luminous, right, these guys that have either blue, yellow, or red head, they have two versions here, luminous core and these three. You can attack them and get the weapon. Not the weapon, the item, right? The golden sword, the golden lyre, the golden bell. And you can see here these three. I haven't get the liar yet, but golden sword of judgment, shining light, golden bell. These three is crucial to get this item, and of course the other item that these three can get is a robe of oblivion. But let's talk about this item first. Both of them are the same thing. If you have any of those three items in your character and you stumble into the unidentified area event called Oblivion Footstep, right? These three things. With the big guy with ebony lumen on the head. Two of them you can use the item itself, right? Pay the riot, shake the bell, stab with the sword. And you can trade that item to the equipment that in this case liberated accent. This one and this one give liberated accent, and this one give you lobe of oblivion. Different, and you can see here. you need to remember the image by yourself, I guess. But because we're gonna trade that, right? Because we're gonna remove this item from the slot, I highly recommend you to not put enchantment on this item, because even though if you change the item, right, if you replace the item with other equipment, the modifier will stay, but in this case it's removed, right? It's removed, so it will not stay, it will be gone. So you're gonna waste one refinement slot if you do that. So I recommend you to not put refinement on any of these golden items. Alright, I'm not sure if you get golden bell and replace it with the liberated accent, will that keep the refinement or not? I'm not sure. I haven't done that yet, I can't confirm, but be safe than sorry, right? Be more safe than sorry. Don't put refinement on these golden item. And that is how you're gonna get this unique item from the burning life, right? This one is just from the boss drop. Other things are mostly from the boss drop, right? But you can see shield, in shield. This is not done receive. This they haven't fixed it yet. This is when you don't do damage at all for one turn. The next turn, whoever this have weapon gonna increase the damage by 50%. So if you do a build that revolve around stacking buff and debuff, and you don't mind sacrifice one turn to hit harder the next turn, this is a highly recommended weapon for you. All of these are just the same one from Swarm Judgment, so let's not cover that. Increase damage of the third attack card created by 30%. Every 3 attack card gonna get increase. Heal. I swear I have this before. Why it's not unlocked? Maybe it's bug. Heal. Nothing. When ally attack card not activated, gain a shield. This is help you survive when you want to do a build up turn. At the start of the turn is HP lower, have 1 evade, 3 cost card. Yeah, you can read all this by yourself. So yeah, the theme of this one is, as I said before, big hit, a lot of build up, and chill and counter. And for identify area, let's look here instead. As you can see here, right? In this season, we lacking both Divine Epiphany Select and Epiphany Select. Because to trigger, if you don't have this event to trigger Epiphany, it's gonna be harder to target, far more target Epiphany of your specific card, right? But instead of give us a lot of Epiphany trigger, they give us a lot of card remove instead. You can see here, you can remove cards so much in this thing. And let's look at the Divine Epiphany select. This one appears quite often on the outpost on the first floor. You can trigger, but it's random. Or you can get a curse and get a selected one. That's fine, right? This one, how to get a selected Epiphany. You're gonna get 2 curse. 2 curse cards to get an Epiphany. This one, okay, you can get this without nothing, right? Answer that they are ugly, but kinda harder to get. These 2 are kinda common. This one, increase stats and trigger Epiphany. All right. What about the normal Epiphany one that have select in them? Okay, that loading. Steel Ember. Okay, it's Memory Garden and Oblivion Footstep again. Random. So we can select here, but instead of select this, we would get the unique item, right? So that is useless. And you can see there is quite small amount of target Epiphany in this season. So I would recommend you to do quite a lot, not like too much, but you're gonna weigh that by yourself. Doing battle give you more chance to trigger the Epiphany of your card than go visit the identify area. So you need to balance that yourself, right? You can't just get all the Epiphany in the game in your deck just from visit and then unidentified area now. You need to do some battles too. And we cannot do Epiphany random because random it also means random Epiphany that gives you a new card, right? Yeah, select combatant get Epiphany. This is just give you a new card, not Epiphany on the card itself. So that's not good. So yeah, that is all for the exploration. Next is the mob. The mob, nothing to worry about too much, I think. Of course, because this chaos is the combination of sacred and mutate enemy. You cannot escape the Doctor Boy. The Doctor Boy, the Alpaca, the Shadow Duo, right? The Shadow Deer and the Shadow Human. These combos are still here and it still hurt. So if you want to, you can try to evade the node that have mutated icon on them and only fight the sacred, because most of the sacred are easy. In my opinion, it's a lot easier compared to mutant. But there is nothing too bad about them, especially for elite. Elite is quite straightforward. Well, the poison can mess up your hand a little bit. Other than that, nothing much. For the boss, well, it's the same boss, right? Elemental Spirit and Pig Lord. We don't have the secret boss yet because that's gonna happen when part 2 and part 3 release. If you do small judgment before, these are easy to handle. Elemental Spirit have a chain in the moveset after he reached 50% HP. So when you reach that point, kill him fast. Or if you want to do that, the spore, the item and everything, you can try, right, to stacking buff and debuff on enemy. When, for example, if your HP is like 52%, it's not in the threshold yet, right? You try to stack buff and basically just delete all of the HP at once. So he is not gonna go into the second phase after that. Gonna be dead. For the Pig Lord, nothing. If you do hit him a lot, it's gonna shake the mask, and each mask have different moveset. If you don't hit him a lot, he's gonna stay in the same mask, and you can not worry about that much. So yeah, that is all about this chaos. I would say this chaos is easy. The boss is really easy. It's not gonna mess with your deck like last one. It's not gonna mess with your hand. You just need to survive. Fight and survive. Because the exploration doesn't give us the card, we need to look in the card in here. So of course we have a contaminated spore. This got nerfed, by the way. It's not like infinite stacking now. The maximum stack is 20 and the percentage damage taken is reduced from 10 to 5%. So at maximum it's gonna be 100% increase with 20 stack. But then again, if you hit enemy just once, this will be gone and that's not good. So it's usually just for the deck or the combatant that have a big hit that you can utilize after fully stack this thing. Nutrient absorption is quite nice. Combo with the thing that called Ebony. If I can find it, it's not in here. There is something called Ebony Lumen. Which give you a card draw every time you exhaust it. Really? You're not gonna show me Ebony? Okay, that's fine. Well, if you do the run, you're gonna find them quite easily. Let's see if they're in here. Ebony. No. But maybe does this one have Ebony? Yeah, this one. And you can see here it costs 3 and it's trigger on Incinerate, right? Incinerate, draw 3 and create 2 cost. If you Incinerate this again, draw 2 and this draw 1. You don't want to spend your AP for this, right? You just want to exhaust this and get 3 draw. And with that, with nutrient absorption, it's gonna reduce the cost of 1 card by 3. And there is these 5 cards, right? Charge Strike, Heavy Blow, Shield Blast, Pierce, and Rocket Punch. These 5 cards you cannot buy from the shop, you cannot get them from training. These are only from the weapon pile in the arena or from the arena item itself. Right, these 4 or 5 items that you can get from the arena. It's gonna have the condition and it's gonna give you the card, generate the card. Be mindful of what you get and what you try to do, because sometimes if your deck is built around spore, right, you don't want to hit the enemy too frequently, so generate this card might not be that helpful. But some other time, 150% defense base damage to all enemy with 0 cost, that is such a good deal, right? So if you want, you can try to get this, of course. But if it doesn't say defense base damage, that means it's scaled with attack. So don't shoot that on to your shielder or healer. This one, even your healer gonna do some damage with this, right? Because it's gonna have at least 300 something defense. I think that is all about the new chaos that I can talk about you guys without going into the chaos myself. If you want to see me go into the chaos, I have a live stream last week, you can watch that, and I'm gonna do a achievement run this weekend, I think, if I have time. Anyway, I hope you have fun playing video game. Good luck with your gacha, and see you guys next time. Have a good day for now. Bye bye.